Edison's story is not unique, but probably different than a lot of people think of first when they think of Capra Foundation. He was able to run and jump and play sports and be active, and he had an accident. And so when the call came that he would benefit from Capra services to reach and exceed his goals, we were right there and we were ready to respond.
I love planes and I love the sky.
September 26th, after dinner.
I was flying my RC airplane with my dad.
And we needed a part for the airplane. He went to go run home real quick to do it, and always tell him to look before they crossed the road. Well, there was a car down in a low spot. Neither of us saw it, and he went running, and the car didn't see him. He didn't see the car, and he was struck that evening by the car.
I was in the house, and Basil ran in and said, "Call 911." And I ran out and I saw that Edison was on the side of the road.
He was life flighted from Stormont Vale here to Children's Mercy that evening. He did have a broken humerus in his arm, and his lower leg was both shattered, both of the bones in his lower leg, and he had a traumatic brain injury.
Really, at the beginning stages, you don't really know what's going to happen, and just time will tell. And so we were just there for him and doing whatever we could.
He came home November 18th. About 2 weeks after that is when we started with the Capra Foundation.
Can you feel the difference?
The mission of Capra Foundation is to build abilities and empower people of all ages living with disabilities. The vision of Capra Foundation is that everyone is valued and enjoys independence, access, and opportunities to advance their hopes and dreams.
So he came, he just started walking. He was doing most of his self-care with just minimal assistance, and he couldn't tie his shoes.
He was limping, he didn't have full motion of his shoulder. This one has gotten so much better. He wasn't able to run, hop, jump. The motor planning piece was really hard for him, just connecting what his body and his brain could do together.
Speech and language looked really good, but those cognitive linguistic skills were definitely showing up.
That side is right, but this side is not.
He had some trouble copying a very simple shape and got very, very frustrated with that. And I thought, oh, if he gets into school again soon, these might be issues for him.
We had a goal for stairs, just getting safety and being able to alternate up and down. For balance, he came in the first day and couldn't stand on his foot for 1 second. Make this one the best one, all the way up. We propped his foot up on a soccer ball, and that became super easy. The next week he came in and he did 15 seconds on 1 foot. Let's do 2 feet first. We had started incorporating like an agility ladder to get his feet more coordinated and faster. And there was something that was so frustrating because he knew he should be able to do it from where he was at, but he couldn't make his body do it. But then he would come back the next week and just blow us away with how much his improvements were week to week.
We're doing some rhythmic ball patterns with 2, 4, and maybe 6 balls. It helps with his timing, bilateral use or use of 2 hands. There's some things, because he's a perfectionist, that it's a little hard for him to say, okay, I can do this and get into it, but each time he tries a little more and he keeps progressing, so he's been really fun to work with.
Like to be able to do a bunch of stuff for a very long time, that was really frustrating.
And how do you feel now?
I'm not really frustrated anymore because I can do it.
And just to see the joy on his face when he would accomplish something in just a week.
King of spades.
His brain needed time to heal. And as that's healing, he's just improving even faster. And it's fun to see now how far he's getting back to. Now we're getting back to playing soccer.
Every week he makes progress. We never know what we're going to see, and it's kind of a challenge for us, but it's been fun and it's a privilege to work with him.
He has just been such a determined little guy to try to get better, and his family has been so supportive. When he first walked down the hall the first day, it looked like this is a kid that's been through a lot. And when he came in the last time that I saw him, I thought, this is a kid that's owning it, and he's getting better, and that's a joy.
He's back to who he is. He's our wonderful Edison. You know, he's got an amazing brain. He's very unique in his interests. He's back to drawing. That was something he was really worried about, if he'd be able to draw again. He draws very detailed drawings of airplanes and islands.
Each day we see and witness tremendous miracles. Each year we serve over 2,000 individuals and people of all ages and all different needs and all different goals. And there's a gap in providing those much needed life-changing services. Anywhere from $3.3 to $3.8 million a year is the gap that's needed to meet those goals. We don't ever want there to be a barrier to the much needed services that we provide. We love to say yes at Capper Foundation, and so with our donor support we can say yes.
Go.
When people give to Capper, they give hope. We give hope to dream, and we give it in a sense that whatever your goal is or whatever you want to accomplish, we are your partners in that journey.
The donors are actually part of the team. I mean, they make a lot of the difference. They give money so that more kids have opportunities to receive therapy services.
The children that come here to Capper, you know, have challenges and have all these background stories, but we get to be a positive impact in that part of their life.
They're giving these kids a future and a hope. And I think that we all just give our all to these kids, and it couldn't be possible if we didn't have the support from everybody.
When they are giving to this foundation, they are helping out a family, an individual for the rest of their life in this sense. You know, it's not only is it helping Edison, but it's helping Laura and I and Basil to have a normal life. We don't have to sit around and worry about, is our child going to be okay? We know he's going to be okay because he did get the therapies and the chances to heal properly.
I'm just very thankful that Capper Foundation has been so supportive.
Thank you. Like a good solid thank you. I could have not been here anymore, but somebody up there was looking out for me.